Cannot survive this Landon's drop. Honestly, just want my baby back. Hope looks so fucking fine. Like,
Yes. Okay.
Deadass, I got a screenshot from that promo. Danielle with the
Yo, Daddy.
so Rebecca must be coming back later.
Yeah, it's true. I like it. Like she cannot like that cannot end like their relationship cannot end that way.
Hey guys, it is.
Hey guys, it's Naj.
Hey, it's Robyn.
Hi guys, it's Bit.
And today we're here with season 4, episode 5, review and discussion of Legacies. This episode was the appearance of Rebecca, and Jesus Christ.
My God, it was such a good episode.
It was a very TVD, TO.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it felt like the originals. Like, It felt like the originals. And, oh my God. It was
Can we just say there should have been more hope in this episode and less like...
Yeah, it was Alaric this whole time. And I'm just like, I really don't give a fuck about this man. Like, I don't care. Like, I feel bad for the twins. I feel like, you know.
I mean,
I kind of disagree.
We know where it's leading, so I know they needed to tell this story.
Yeah.
But, like, I just wanted more
tribal hope. Yeah.
Or no humanity hope.
Yeah, we didn't even get to see her drink from anybody. Like, we got Rebecca getting the juice before Hope.
Okay, but we did get Hope in that dancing that she's like,
oh
like,
my God. That was that scene there was no reason for it to be that good. The fact that the lady probably was like in her 20s anyway, trying to get Hope a drink, and she's like, "Oh well, no, you don't gotta go get me a drink. I'll drink you instead."
I thought scold Hope for a second, just like because she was trying to get the drink. And then, okay, so Hope obviously can compel vampires.
Yeah.
Obviously, because she's a tribe.
Yeah.
But they just proved that she can compel vampires.
Yeah. And let alone that Michaelson sword thing
doesn't work.
Light work to her.
Yeah, well, we didn't think that it would, anyways. But
no, I was like, "There's no way."
Okay, let's. Where does it start? Where does it begin? It begins.
It begins with It opened up with Lizzie. I think.
Right.
Yeah. No. It opens up. It opens up with the police car
coming to the door. Okay. Of all the rooms she could have slept in Hope's room. She could have slept in Landon's room. She chose to sleep on the couch. I mean, was the moaning that loud?
She must have been going at it. I'm just saying.
It had to been bad because she said it appears to have stopped.
Which means it was going on for a long time.
Yeah, Lee. No, but honestly, like, it had to because the next scene, Finch was under the sheets, like, sleep. I'm like, damn, you couldn't breathe.
That was the cutest fucking thing. Okay, Josie, we wanted you guys. You and Alex wanted
I wanted the morning after.
Alex wanted the morning after scene. And
was collapsing.
Got one, and it was like when Josie turned around, and she was just like Finch wasn't there, and she flipped the covers up, and Finch was under the covers. It was the cutest fucking thing. She was adorable, and and then she's just like, well, you know, we did have that discussion about you wanting me to, you know, stay or whatever, which was just so cute.
So Finch's hand on Josie's thigh and her thumb,
like, oh my God, please. Please. They were so
Alex
cute.
and I were manifesting this shit. We were like, we want a morning after scene.
Yeah, we're literally talking about it today on the live. You were talking about it.
We're like, we want a fancy morning after scene. And I knew it's like her fic that she wrote. Like, she wrote a one shot of the morning after, and it literally it was interrupted by Lizzie. And it was interrupted by Lizzie. Okay.
Which kind of happened because it was Lizzie screaming.
Yeah.
But okay, can I be a little jealous though that they get a morning after scene and Handon hasn't had one?
Stop. No, stop. Because I already was mad today about how Caleb and Cleo can have a whole ass date.
Yeah.
And Handon never know peace.
You know what we got? We got Landon dissolving.
Yeah.
No words.
Okay.
Please.
The other thing is the fact that they were mentioning Landon so often, like they were.
What? No.
They weren't mentioning him.
it was the constant, oh, Landon's gone. Landon's been gone for months.
Okay, and here's the other thing. Okay, what bothered me is they know Landon's gone. They know he's the love of Hope's life. And they don't actually go looking for Hope until Alaric is in trouble. Like, not one thought went through their head going, maybe we should be concerned that Hope isn't here. Maybe we should go check up on Hope because she's probably upset.
Well, obviously they heard in that little dream or whatever that Hope turned her humanity off because she had to kill Landon, but they didn't think twice to think, oh, she's heartbroken. Yeah, but even before that, they had no concern whatsoever that Hope wasn't back. They knew Malachor was done. They knew that Landon wasn't back, and yet not one concern whatsoever. Josie was busy sleeping with her girlfriend. I mean, hey, you know what? When you want it, you want it. But, like, no one was concerned about Hope.
And the thing is, no one would have cared about Hope until Lyric got beat up, because then they said, "Where's Hope?" As if Hope was going to be Dr.
If Alaric had come back, would anyone have cared about? Would anyone have even asked about Hope?
Like, no one didn't even notice that she wasn't there for overnight.
No.
Like, no one cared that she wasn't there overnight. Like, don't Lyric have curfews because he complained about it in season 1? So why nobody check for curfews now?
And then the twins getting so mad about the whole memory thing, but it's like, you have to understand that, okay, first of all, That was
mean. That was just mean.
Kind of got our sister line in a way.
And we totally did.
Probably maybe cut that out, but I'm just saying, like, we totally got that line.
Yeah.
I know this is jumping forward in the episode, but we don't have to talk about it much. But it just shows that Alaric and Hope, they're literally like father and daughter.
Yeah. And this shows like Brett sees them as a family, like he's not going any.
Well, and that was the whole reason why the memories were mostly about Hope, because he said his life was flashing before his eyes, and his life is the girls, the twins, and Hope. And, like, the growing relationship between him and Hope, like that father-daughter, because he didn't want to admit her at first. And it was Emma who was like, no, we should. And then, like, I don't know what happened, but, like, something happened where he did end up admitting her. And then, like, but you can kind of see that relationship growing, because even in that birthday one, he was just like, okay, for a second, the twins didn't invite Hope. They invited everyone but Hope.
Yeah, that's me. Imagine you calling the whole school and just
I clowned so hard. I was like, I saw the birthday cake. And I was like, oh, we're gonna get Hope's birthday. Fuck no. Here's the fucking twins again. They've had 3 birthdays.
That just shows that they were not friends. That they literally were not friends. It just proves our point.
And then Alaric, them saying that they were trying to be friends with Hope. When was this?
Yeah, this just proves our point that they did not become friends until Landon showed up.
And then Alaric sat here and told Hope to fucking just suck it up, and take being isolated out.
And then let's go
for ice cream
exhibit and ice.
But can we talk about like Alaric just wanting Hope to stay because she could protect the twins?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, okay,
which goes into hand with how Caleb was like, oh, she's hurt. She's the most powerful weapon. Which goes into why he said that you're holding me back. See, he brought her. He let her in so she can protect the twins from potential danger.
The thing has said this before, is that no one cared about her when she was a marshal. No one.
No one cared about her when she was a marshal, but as soon as she was known as a Michaelson, she was the greatest weapon, or
the greatest protector.
Despite his affection for her, he's always seen her as a weapon. And it was almost like, to me, it feels like it's that keep your enemies close. So he kept her close because he could control her in that way, because she is this great weapon that everyone is so scared about. It almost isn't so much of he felt bad for her because, of like what happened with her family and stuff. More like, okay, well, the only way I'm going to protect my daughters is if I keep her close, and I'm going to keep her happy. Exactly. I'm going to keep her happy so she doesn't go off and
become her dad's child, which is exactly how fast he said it.
That whole art thing and the ice cream thing, to me, it's just like placating her so that she doesn't, like, quote unquote, go off the deep end and hurt his babies, even though the twins were mean.
Yeah.
They were mean, bullying her, then invited her to the party, and the thing he says is, "You want to go see the fucking paint?"
Even Lizzie was just like, did we really invite Wade? So they literally invited the entire school and left Hope out of it.
Just
See,
no
my
words.
still thing is I'm still pissed off. Give fucking Hope a birthday.
Yeah.
Damn, I got
It makes
excited.
me wonder if it was that bad. Why did Hope have a crush 2 years later or 3 years later? Like, it makes no sense.
Well, even
Just some humiliation kink, no words.
even Danielle said that came out of nowhere, though, right?
Yeah,
I think
it was just weird. It was just like this thrown in line that was just so weird.
It's just to say that she's bisexual.
Well, yeah, but they showed it today, which
Yeah.
makes it really
That was such a. I was collapsing. No, let's talk about Hope
that
dancing with
scene
a
that was an
woman.
amazing scene.
That scene
I was like,
Yeah.
are you gonna do that?
Imagine that actress who got to play that role, though.
Well, no, because it gave me the same feels that Hope and Maya gave me when they were in the bathroom. I was like,
But like,
she goes, you'll do.
Yeah.
Or whatever she said.
She looked at him.
But
She
small
looked
things
at
like
her.
that does prove, like, she doesn't have to kiss a girl in order to be bisexual. She is bisexual. She doesn't
She
need to
literally
prove anything. But by putting it the way that they did in this episode, it does give that a better explanation or canon sort of evidence than a throwaway line that means nothing, you know? Like, to me, you know, like, yes, it shows that she's obviously attracted to women as well. So, I mean, and that was a better way of doing it. And I mean, I actually kind of like that they kept it very subtle. That, not that I would mind her kissing anyone else, you know, but the fact that they just kept it very subtle, because she's supposed to not have any emotions. And so, like, any emotions also means, like, she doesn't feel those, like, she feels urges, obviously, but at that point, all the urges she felt was that she wanted to drink, and she wanted to drink. You know what I mean? Like, she wanted to get drunk.
she was thirsty.
She
She
didn't
should
want
have
anything else.
Rebecca was like, "Girl, we already drunk."
Yeah.
She's like,
What I am upset about is that we didn't get to see Hope tell Rebecca why she turned off her humanity.
Yeah, like, she figured it out. Like, she figured it out. We didn't even get a Landon mention or nothing. Like, Rebecca still probably don't even know why she turned it off.
Well,
like, she just thinks it would be.
I think she does, because I think
the necklace stuff fucked me up, because it's like, it's like, because this whole time we've known that the necklace was going to have some sort of play, not only Hope and Landon's relationship, but Hope in general. And
she gave it up. Like,
time, basically,
Rebecca was crying.
Unless Freya did it after she turned or whatever, but they've been keeping an eye on her through that necklace.
That makes me wonder, though, if it was spelled.
Does
that mean that when Landon had it, they could have found him the whole time?
They better clear that up, because they're going to piss me off.
But Hope didn't know. Hope didn't know until we found her.
With what we know and everything, I have a feeling like the next couple episodes, which what I am really happy about is that they didn't have Rebecca turn her humanity on this episode, because having her humanity off for one episode would have made no fucking sense at all.
It wasn't going to happen regardless. I don't know why people thought that Rebecca was going to just kumbaya turn her humanity on.
It's going to be at least half the season where her humanity is off.
It's going to be. It's going to be.
I hope so, because I am really enjoying this coach.
If she's gonna try to hunt these people down, and then eventually, like, Landon will come back, obviously, and we are going to get her humanity on, and then what's going to happen is he's going to help her, right?
Yeah.
He's going to help her try to find these people. But okay, when the vampire was just like on the phone with someone, and I saw, like, on Twitter and stuff, and even and in chat, it was just like, oh, who's the Brit? It sounds like Emma, but it's not. And I was like, it's Triad. It's immediately Triad. And then we literally got the confirmation, like, right after.
No, I said it. I said that Robyn's been saying that the Triad was going to come for a while, and the fact that they actually came. But who do you think is the voice, though? Like, who do you think is who could possibly be the voice?
I don't know. It's not Veronica, because she doesn't have the accent.
Yeah, I don't think it's.
And it says it was the original. It's the original 3, so the original witch, werewolf, but the fact is they know about the tribrid, and then they know obviously that Malivore is done, So it's got to be someone that is aware.
My question is how they know that Hope is...
Yeah, how do they
That's
know?
what I mean.
Like, how would they know, but they couldn't figure out where the fuck Malvern was for these months?
It has to be someone who is aware, because they didn't even know, Malvor and Clark and everyone didn't even know Hope existed until like the whole thing with Landon. So how did Triad know? And if Triad knew, then why would they not try to get to her when she was a baby or a kid or whatever? So it obviously it's someone who is like, they probably honestly were triggered the moment she triggered her curse with like the sky and the lightning and stuff like that. They probably somehow, but that means that they're all still alive. Are they not?
They have to be if they're
because
so
obviously
my
vampires
question,
can't procreate. So I mean, besides those.
My question is the emblem or the thing on his chest, right?
Yeah.
There was something that happened. I don't think it was the Vampire Diaries of the originals, but there was some other show that had that kind of situation where it's like the emblem would like burn when you would try to tell something about something. I can't remember what show it was.
Shadowhunters?
Is that it?
Maybe.
Like it was like a circle. It was like a circle. No, it was Shadowhunters. I don't know why, but it just seems like, okay, so it's like, I'm so confused.
Yeah, I just don't.
Obviously that's witch magic, so it's the witch that put that on it. But that makes me wonder how many other people have that symbol.
Are there any witches in the originals that it could possibly be? Witches or vampires?
So.
I mean, there's always Aurora.
Yeah, there's always
that's what I was saying.
No.
That's what I was saying.
Aurora's like on the wall, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember she was in the living room in like a coffin or something because Roman had made a joke about that in the originals.
Yeah.
So like, who knows? But then bringing back Aurora would just seem weird. And if Freya lives at the compound, wouldn't she know that Aurora has escaped or whatever? Like, I don't think that it would be Aurora. But I don't know, just the whole like Hope being the villain right now, but then also the Triad being the villain right now, which I mean, not to toot my own horn again, but Death of Me story is Triad is the one that like was hunting Hope anyways.
Okay, so that happened.
I'm so excited.
Rebecca obviously, first of all, can we talk about Hope throwing up?
Okay, that must be her werewolf side or something, because like
it made no sense to me. I was like, why the fuck is she puking?
Yeah, I was like, now her having a hungover moment within like 2 hours.
Yeah, like she's
like, come on.
Girls
weak
for alcohol.
Vampire. Give her a break.
Yeah, baby, it's only her first day out here.
And she didn't even drink the blood. Like it was.
And then Rebecca's like, "Oh, sweetheart," and she's like going.
Yeah. Let me hold your hair.
She said the smell was enhanced. She said, "Girl, you throw up stank." That's what she told her. She said, "Girl, you need to tone down with alcohol."
I was very iffy about Rebecca coming back. Like, you guys know that
I've been ready.
I'm the biggest fan of her.
I've been ready.
I did really enjoy it. I really did enjoy the dynamic between her and Hope. The beginning, I was like, what the fuck is she doing? And then I soon realized it's like, this is her part of her plan. She's doing something, and obviously
I kind of wondered how they were going to kind of go about it. And I really liked it because, again, they did it in a really subtle way. Like, it wasn't like, obviously they made it seem like she's going to come back, like the way that it was left, she's going to come back. And she was trying the very like gentle approach at first to kind of like gauge where Hope was at. But then like at the end, she was just like, your father would be so disappointed in you. And I mean, like,
I was like,
is that line, it's going to come back and haunt Hope later. Because all the time, remember the whole conversation with Freya? She was just like, I'm worried that I'm going to lose the part of my mom and I'm going to have all the benefits of my dad. And now she's all like, I am my father's daughter.
Yeah, and she said it too many times this episode for it not to be important later on.
Yeah.
She said it.
No, because will Landon come back and remind her who her father really was.
Because I'm going to be the guy that fights to find you again.
And everyone always saw Klaus as a monster.
Yeah, and he's gonna remember her of the good side.
And Landon's the one that showed everyone that he wasn't like that. So like,
oh my God, don't.
I think basically what's going to happen is she's just like, what they're setting up right now is she's literally pushing, okay, so she's pushing Rebecca away. She's obviously pushing Freya away because of the whole necklace thing. Next episode, it looks like she's going to be pushing the rest of the students.
Yeah, she's going to be fighting the squad. Like,
she's literally pushing everyone away because she literally thinks that she's her father's daughter, and then she's better off because this feeling is a burden. And then Landon's going to come back, and then it's going to be like, no, it's not.
He's not going to let that slide at all. He's going to be like, come on. Come on.
He'll probably be like,
up what I've always said.
He's gonna come back on like,
Landon has always seen Hope. He's loved her as a Michaelson, as a Marshall, doesn't matter what. And he's literally the only fucking one. As you can see. Okay, first of all, I also want to point out, did you see Lizzie and Caleb? It looked like she forgave him.
She did.
Yeah, she did.
She did.
Everyone forgets everyone but Hope. Like, come on.
I still think, okay.
But that hizzy angst though.
No, for real though. For me, this episode, I really loved I didn't hate the dream stuff. Like, I thought I was going to, but
it wasn't bad at all. Like, I personally don't have like any problem with like that at all. I just feel like the way that we got to see Trapper Hope, but we really didn't even fully see Trapper Hope. Like, we didn't even see her drink. And I wish, like, I don't know. I mean, I feel like it was a good mixture. Like, I feel like it was a good mixture.
That could also be a choice on Danielle's part, though, is maybe she's just too uncomfortable with the whole like drinking thing.
Well, she did.
She did say it was weird. Yeah,
she did say it was weird drinking people. But I also think they're doing it so they can kind of milk the tribute, the no humanity Hope thing.
Yeah. Because
this is going to last for a few episodes, and I think.
Yeah, it is going to last for a few episodes, but
I think they're going to milk it so more things between everybody else. Cause we got more storylines now. We got Caleb and Cleo. We got Alaric. We got now we got potentially Ted and the Limbo, and then we got the throuple over there and Julian Finch. Like, now we have other characters to use so we can slow down the Tribert and the No Humanity storyline, so where it can meet up to when Landon could potentially be coming back.
Okay, so going back to the dream stuff for a second, like first, like again, like I said, we kind of know where this is going. We kind of seen the setup of this, so we know why this is happening. But like and I love the memories, love having Summer back. But is it just me, or, I mean, Lizzie was obviously very emotional about it, very emotional, and very like mad at Hope, obviously. But was it just me, or did Josie just seem like very just like, meh,
Nah, I think she was trying to digest.
Not even about Alaric, more just like there was no like anger towards Hope. There was no like, it was just very unemotional, very detached.
But that's Josie. If you
think that's Josie.
Season 1, Josie's always kind of been.
She run from the feelings.
Run from that.
That one person.
You know how long you like Penelope,
and she, Lizzie's always been that kind of person who shows all of her emotions, and I think that's another thing Josie struggles with is
she puts the strong front. She puts the strong front on in front of her sister, and I feel like it's going to take a while for her to digest that, because let alone Hope is someone that she knows.
And you see in the promo for next week's episode, she's with Finch. She's laying in bed, and they're
she's having nightmares.
The way that they're kind of setting it up to me though makes me feel like they're trying to create this like rift. Like right now, Josie's just like okay, kind of unemotional about it, kind of hiding her emotions. But like something's gonna happen where like it's gonna be like, wait a second, she's gonna flip, and then that anger towards Hope is really gonna start.
Yeah, I feel like that scene with her and Finch could potentially be after their encounter with Hope, and they fighting.
Oh yeah,
because I feel like she's still hopeful that she can somehow be able to get Hope. Yeah. Like what didn't Kaylee mention that there's going to be a scene between 406? It has to be them trying to get to Hope and trying to bring her back to the school, but because everybody else already knows that she's fully tribal, and they're already like, we got to protect ourselves, because that's what Lizzie said at this point. She said protect ourselves before the school.
But like
We
And
might
that's how it
get
works.
we might get Hope going off on him though.
I hope
Yeah,
so.
we will. They
But,
cheated. She kicking her ass.
They saw the memory about Hope flipping her humanity, and it was just like, where's the sympathy for her?
Yeah.
Automatically, once the humanity was
The
switched
fact
off,
that
the
she
she
had
was a
to
villain.
kill Landon, the fact that Landon is dead, and again, I say, like, why does no one care about what Hope's going through?
I think the only person that really cared was Cleo. The only person that cared was Cleo.
She's a Tribrid now. She's a Michaelson. She's a Michaelson vampire, and they always have been afraid of this of the Michaelson
I
side
think
of it.
in the preview it has kind of shown that like Caleb and Cleo and Josie and that are kind of concerned about Hope, but but also in this episode it just didn't show it really. Caleb,
it didn't show much. I feel like the only glimpse.
Like Caleb went to go find Hope, but that was before he knew that she had turned her humanity.
Yeah, I only feel like Cleo mostly cared because when, like, she literally came, like, within a couple minutes of being in the hospital, she said, I wonder how Hope's doing because of Landon. Everybody just talking about, oh, well, Landon's gone. But do you know who killed him? How do they feel? Yeah, that's why Cleo was like, I wonder how she feels.
Again,
no sympathy for her.
They kept talking about how, oh, Landon's gone, we all miss Landon, blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, when the fuck did you guys do that? Okay, Alaric got a fucking funeral at the end of this episode. Where was Landon's? Why does Landon get forgotten? The only one that really seemed to have any sort of feelings towards that was Cleo, because she was literally just with him in Malivore.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I just hate when they bring up Landon for like certain little aspects, and I'm just like, y'all never cared. They never gave him a funeral. They never gave him a funeral. He never had his last goodbye with Hope if he's gonna theoretically die. Like, I don't understand how y'all just gonna throw his name in somebody's dialogue for, oh, well, Landon just died, so this is his room.
Now, what the fuck? They do keep bringing up Landon.
Like, why do you bring him up for no reason?
Is because that's a way to keep him relevant in the story, so they have to keep bringing him up. Because
now when they relatively even care.
According to the synopsis, we will see him next episode. Okay, but also, like, them showing MG giving Ethan Landon's room, Hope's gonna beat his fucking ass. There is no way she's going to allow anyone to have that room.
That school has so many rooms, like there's barely any students there.
No, there's 10 people at that fucking school, and you decide to put him in Ralph's and Landon's room. And it was like, well,
Landon's body's still warm. Like, damn, Landon's body's still warm. And he's literally giving him his room.
Like, Landon didn't even fucking touch the ground yet. The next day.
Oh, wait.
No fucking. Okay, so wait. So technically, does that mean that there was no time jump then?
No.
Yeah, no time jump.
There's no time
for now. Yeah, for now.
For now.
God, I hope when Landon comes back that he and Hope just leave this damn town.
I need to leave. I hope they don't go back to school and like. I feel like this season established that things are not going to be the same like how it was before.
Yeah.
And like I feel like she's going to realize, even though she technically doesn't meet, she did probably when she turns her humanity on, she's going to regret everything she's done. But I don't think she's going to regret realizing that he was holding her back. And I feel like Alaric, like this painted Alaric in a sight that I already didn't like him. But this shit really made me mad at all. Made me fully mad because this whole time I thought he was really giving her a chance to be at the school so she can be normal and understand what supernaturals is. And this whole time he was just using her as a fucking protector barrier. Like, nah, he gotta go. Disrespectfully, he gotta fucking go. But one thing that I did call a little bit, and I was hoping was going to happen, is that like Hope was definitely going to be pushing Rebecca away.
Yeah.
But it just sucked. Like that tear. But the fact that she staked Hope, that scene, I was like, right, the originals of you. But I wish we could have saw her. Hope bring up Landon, but I mean.
I that's what I wanted, was just like a mention of Landon. I mean, from like Rebecca or Hope. Yeah, I know why Hope didn't mention it, because she's obviously running from her feelings. She doesn't want to feel anything. Yeah. But like if Rebecca had just like said something like,
because
he told you why you turned.
She could have pushed. She could have pushed because she said, "Oh, well, being a Tribrid is that bad." She could have really slid in. What is actually what's it has to be something more than that.
Also, the fact that they pointed out once again that she, without thought, turned her humanity off. That the grief was literally too much. That her body just automatically reacted, or her mind just automatically reacted in that way. Once again, that's now twice that they've pointed that out. that she didn't choose to turn humanity off. She literally couldn't deal with the grief, like she told us last episode, and her body was just like, no.
Yeah, I don't.
That's how painful. Because if you think about when they turn off their humanity, it's when they don't want to feel the most painful thing they could ever feel. Elena flipped it off with her brother, remember?
Yeah.
And Damon flipped it off. I mean, but like it's all like really emotional fucking time. So obviously this is the most emotional thing for her. And the fact that her mind just made that up for her without even like conscious effort.
Well, it wasn't even a second thought.
It was like the minute that she had to push that sword through him. It was like she almost had to turn her humanity off in order to complete the task. Like it's just
like I feel like that. No, I feel like it was kind of a like, haha, to the people that kept saying that Rebecca would help turn on Hope's humanity.
Yeah.
Like
okay.
Like I feel like it was like
The other thing is they brought up the cure.
He did. Somebody mentioned that today. Somebody mentioned that my live, and I was like,
and Betsy's just like, I'll give you the cure. But they don't bring things up for no reason. So and people wouldn't understand what the cure is unless they've watched the Vampire Diaries or even the originals. So that's like an Easter egg that obviously it makes me feel like that's going to be mentioned again, because they wouldn't just bring the cure up for nothing.
Has to be. And it could go at the time with Hope's happy ending when the show ends. Maybe she
would give Hope the cure in order for her to live, because she only needed to become.
Oh my God! Imagine.
She only needed to become the Tribrid in order to defeat Malivore. If Landon comes back, she could have the cure and she could become human, or not human, but like just a hybrid technically, and she could have her happy ending.
Especially when Landon's not immortal, right? Like he's still ages, right?
Yeah.
Well, we think his Phoenix side is gonna come back, so like.
Yeah, but do being a Phoenix still mean that he aged? Like he aged?
He probably does, just a lot slower. But like, I think he ages until he like activates his Phoenix side. So then after he activated it, that's when it like halted things. So I don't know.
I think it's interesting for them to drop the cue about Hope, because she had never say anything about wanting to become a human or anything.
Yeah, this is the 4th season of Legacies. The cure hasn't been mentioned, and now all of a sudden Rebecca brings it up. She's like, "Oh, I'll give you the cure," knowing Klaus gave her that because she wanted to be human. She wanted that chance, and now she's willing to give it up to Hope.
Yeah, and Hope likes to do magic. I think if she would give up that, it was to like form her own family and this stuff, if she wants to.
Yeah, and I could see her wanting to, especially because
same.
she never got a choice about becoming a tribe. I mean, not really. She never really got that choice because she was always fated to become the Tribrid in order to kill this entity that was created by a witch, a werewolf, and a vampire a long, long time ago. And so it was like she talked about, again today, she talked about choosing her own fate. And then even Landon last episode says, fate wants to tear us apart. So fate is a huge thing in this. And if she chooses her own fate by taking the cure, that basically means that she has a redo at life where she is basically controlling her fate, because there's no other reason for her to become the Tribrid.
Or that she can have that option. So she can technically say that even if she stays for Tribrid, that she had her choice in choosing her fate, even if she chooses to keep it or take the cure or not.
Yeah. Like it's just I again, like, I just don't think that they would throw that in there without it meaning something later on.
Yeah, especially the cure. I was actually shocked that she even mentioned it. Like the fact that she put Hope before her because she wanted that cure. And the fact that she was just like, "Listen, I'll let you keep the cure."
Okay, let's talk.
I'll let you take it.
Let's talk about the upcoming love triangle that was set up this episode.
Because I was jiggling, like Lizzie literally hugged both.
I know. and they're both okay with it. Like,
Yeah, that's nice to see.
They're literally like, okay.
Yeah, we like the same girl. We are friends. Like, the best one wins. But like, I think it's gonna come down to Lizzie after all because she's the one that have to make the choice. They
yeah,
can do anything, just be there for her.
yeah. And like, it's healthy. Like, just like,
Yeah,
it's just like, it almost like he almost was just like, no matter who she chooses, we're still friends, even though
yeah,
that's technically not what he said. And
Yeah, he literally said that we can still be friends until the time comes for her to
like,
choose
and
or.
even after
yeah,
MG said that he was going to tell Lizzie his feelings, Ethan wasn't like, well, let's see who the best man wins or whatever. He was all like, okay,
yeah,
like we can still be friends until and after, and like it was just like a really, like, if they were going to portray the love triangle, that is a really healthy way of doing it, because then they're not taking away Lizzie's choice either. They're letting her, they're not competing against each other because Lizzie is more important than that. They're letting her choose either one of them just by them being themselves and not like trying to outdo the other, and like, so it really is like, it's not a competition. It's just they both really like this girl and they only want her happiness.
Yeah, and I mean,
No matter
it shows. Yeah, it shows a healthy friendship, which is what we need. And I'm happy that it's not like an automatic love triangle to where their friendship that they had
yeah.
in season 3 is completely erased. Um, but however, I do want to see how it's going to be played out. Like, cause I just like, I'm gonna meet them. So, but the fact that they're just like, yeah, we'll just be friends until whatever happens happens.
I'm still Team Mizzy right now.
I really did like that they had Finch and Ethan
Being
kind of
friends,
Yeah, and it definitely,
bonding.
yeah, like it definitely was like they were kind of similar in a sense, like they both came from Mystic Fall High School and they're here, and then they both have, well, Finch been a werewolf, but he has supernatural abilities that he don't know how to use, and then both of them now pursuing or slash dating a saltsman. It's just, I feel like they might become closer than intended, especially if Ethan and Lizzie does date later on.
Well,
It's
because
just,
people were using his hatred for Finch as like an excuse to hate on her, which I mean they shouldn't be, but like
Yeah.
just the fact that the show kind of touched on that and had them kind of talk that out, and then him just like understanding. But okay, his powers are fading, or they're just like what was that like?
yeah, I don't know. Is it?
Having difficulties controlling them.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
he's
I feel
learning how
like
to control.
I feel like he don't know when to turn them, when to like actually have them on and off, opposed to how he fluently did it with MG. Um, and it wouldn't make sense for them not to mention that if, because he said, he's still learning how to like what his powers is. So maybe this will like confirm him having limitations on some things, because
There is one thing that kind of bugs me about this episode is that they had Lizzie apologizing once again.
Yeah, and for what?
For what?
Yeah, for what?
Because Josie said she didn't want to go into her dad's head to say goodbye or whatever, or to go find out what the memory was. That wasn't Lizzie's fault.
But then Josie said that she wanted to stay.
Yeah, but that wasn't Lizzie's. Like, Lizzie wasn't the one, oh, you need to stay behind. Josie was literally like, oh, someone needs to stay here. Like, they could have gone together. It like, Lizzie wasn't saying anything, and yet at the end of that, it was like, oh, Josie was like, oh, I have to speak up for myself, whatever, and Lizzie's like, oh, I'm selfish. When? Where are you selfish? How are you selfish because your sister didn't tell you that she wanted to go?
Yeah, it was weird.
It's not like you said to her, you need to stay behind and I'm gonna go. She literally chose to stay behind. So how
And she literally say that.
You selfish.
And just literally say that she have to learn how to speak up.
Like it's like 114 all over again. Like, Lizzie's supposed to read her mind. It's like it's just stupid, the fact that they have Lizzie apologizing once again for something that she didn't need to apologize for.
Yeah.
If Josie wanted to be there, she could have been there. Lizzie wasn't stopping her. And MG only offered to go because Josie was the one that chose to stay behind. So, like...
Gee, and the thing is, you cannot blame Lizzie for something that you told her to do. You said you wanted to stay. That's like when you get, that's like if one of your fucking friends go to get something from McDonald's and they say, you want something to eat? And you say, nah, I'm fine. And then you get mad when they come back with food for themselves.
Yeah.
Like, what was the point of that?
Well,
like, Lizzie just went through a whole traumatic-ass moment. Like, Lizzie went through a whole traumatic-ass moment. She has to come back and say, I'm sorry that you didn't want to tag along when you could have. Come on.
It makes no sense.
I don't understand. I just hate how it's like selective shit for certain characters.
Yes. Lizzie always
well, Hope can get blamed and trashed for having a twin be in a dire situation, but Caleb can do the same thing, and he just kumbaya with them at the end when I'm having a lyric ceremony and everything's all good and forgiven.
Hope literally had no idea that the black magic was in the Ascendant in 308 and got fucking crucified on that day. So much so that Danielle left Twitter because people were crucifying Hope and
Caleb betrays the whole school.
And they're all just like, it's fine.
Okay. Well, you helped find Hope, and you're in love. They even gave MG hell for having Ascendant.
I mean, Caleb put the twins at danger too, but yet he's justified and Hope isn't.
Jed. MG even was getting he even had 2 episodes of someone everybody wasn't working with him, and he looked at him sideways. But Caleb not only can easily get back into the fucking gang because Cleo was like, well, let's what even fucked me up more is that he tried to compare his story to why he betrayed them to Cleo's story.
Yeah.
You don't have a fucking story about what you wanted to do that. You want to do it for her. That's not a story as hers. You not embody her fucking story.
He went to Malivore and sided with him.
For Cleo. That is not the same as Cleo losing her family, having her family snatched from her. That is not the fucking same. So don't sit here and try to say that Cleo and you are on the same spectrum when you're fucking not. You played yourself.
How is it that our top 3 characters are the worst treated characters?
I don't swear to God they are. They really are.
Okay, I know we keep like jumping all over the place. Alaric's goodbye was actually really touching.
Yeah, it was.
I fucking bawled my eyes out. Yeah. I was like, as soon as they brought the candles out, because first of all, it reminded me of Roth's goodbye, and it also kind of reminded me of Stefan's in a way. The whole
trigger warning, yeah.
And like just saw in the Twitter that the song that played like this still played in his first funeral on Vampire Diaries too.
Oh, okay. No, go ahead.
Nostalgic. I was missing the songs that played during the episodes. They haven't been playing a lot of songs during the episodes.
No, they haven't actually.
It just killed, like, I just feel like some of these scenes, like, that scene got me when, like, Lizzie was like, Daddy, before the lights turned off. Oh. That scene was emotional. I was surprised I didn't cry as much.
Jenny fucking killed that. Like,
yeah, and like, she did. And like, Lizzie's always so, I don't know, distant for her father, but like, she was the one really feeling it when he was dying.
What it really reminded me of was the pilot episode where he was trying to help her control her emotions. And she was like, Dad, do you really think I'm broken? And then flip to this episode where she's just like calling him, like, she's like Daddy, and then she feels like she's losing him, and she's just like completely breaking down. Like, kudos to Jenny in this episode, because that was
amazing. It was amazing. Even though I don't give no fucks about Alaric, like, she was about to make me cry. She was the reason.
I mean, Hope said that she wanted to be part of his family.
And Alaric
said, he said she already is.
Yeah.
So
but now he took that shit. But he took that shit back though. He was like, she's her father's daughter. I'm like, okay.
Okay, but also like I know like people are like celebrating his death on Twitter, and guys, this is Legacies.
If we don't like Legacies,
Vampire Diaries world. No one ever really truly dies except for
One dies.
Sorry, but Alaric is not going anywhere.
No,
Yeah.
there's a story for him. There's
Unless
a
they can,
why they
for some reason, get Candace over here or something like that. Alaric is not going anywhere. Matt's not going anywhere.
Landon
But
is
yeah,
going
I
anywhere.
was-
why. I mean, we totally called him being in a coma like last episode, or even before last episode, like last episode we called that. But there's a reason why they introduced something last episode and then introduced something this episode.
Yeah.
People just need to follow, like they just need to connect the dots to figure out what's happening. You know, think about the synopsis for next episode. Someone read the synopsis.
Just think about it. Oh, I think someone posted on Twitter. Gonna send you guys the tweet. Let me read it. Can I read it?
Yep.
Okay, let me find it. No, but when Alaric sees Lando in the afterlife next episode and tells him Hope shut her humanity off, so he decides he's done being dead and goes back to help Hope. What then?
Yeah, but literally that's what I said last week. I said that.
Yeah.
I said Landon's gonna go to step on the boat because he's gonna go find peace, like Rolf said. Alaric's gonna show up in limbo. He's gonna pull Landon off the boat and say to Landon,
hold on, wait a
turn
minute.
your humanity off, and we're gonna get the parallel to 109 where he's like, okay, well now he's gonna fight to find her because he has to go back to her because he realized because he's. I said that last week. I said that.
No. I don't think you understand the chokehold Handon has on me. If it happens like how when Angel came back in season 3.
I mean, just look behind Iz. I think we kind of get it.
Yeah.
What?
What?
The chokehold Handon has on us.
The
I don't know what
chokehold
you're talking about.
has on us.
It doesn't even have any posters of them on the wall.
Yeah, or pictures or.
I don't have any on my wall.
Any.
I know.
Right.
Either.
I don't have a fucking candle.
We did not.
Not a candle.
No, bring
$100 in Compton.
bring the candle back in. Landon wasn't here, so he's here in spirit.
Yeah, he's in
There we go.
spirit.
He's here in spirit.
No, remember when we told us that she buy a candle candle?
No, the fact that Iz was lying, she was baiting us today, talking about she's gonna put it on fire. I said, you better not. Stop.
If you're gonna manifest Landon become the Phoenix again.
Damn, not again? He's not working again?
We should have put the candles in the
I
beginning of
would
the
have this
episode.
early.
Oh, now it's
She's trying to burn us? Oh.
Oh my god.
Vaseline.
You know what? Also, you know what? Fire. No, guys, fire. That's also what killed Landon. Never mind. I'm gonna stop.
Oh, wait. Bring it up. Put the fire back.
Technically, it was a sword made of Hope's blood that killed Landon, not fire.
Okay, but wait. Okay. We in Iz comments today, they were talking about how Caleb is technically more powerful than the Phoenix.
Ow.
I said, I thought you ate. I said, one thing Caleb could do was fly and spit out fire. Like,
Are we keeping
Yeah.
this in?
Landon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it was just us saying that, like, we technically think Landon's gonna be. Do you think Landon's gonna get a boost? He better get a boost. I feel like he better have every power.
Okay. Malivore was literally playing with flames. He's in Landon's body, and he had all of those powers. Caleb kept
didn't
his
use
powers.
it.
Listen, but Caleb kept his powers, and Ethan kept his powers. Why would Landon not keep powers also?
I'm mad that I swear Landon better be flying. He better have strength. He better be able to throw fire out his hands. I
guarantee his body is just sitting in that hospital right now in a coma, just like Alaric's is. I guarantee.
I think Bella said something about like how she thinks it's gonna be him. And I'm just like, shit.
Okay, but again, so the synopsis for next week is that Landon gets a surprise visitor.
Yeah. So
Alaric.
It's Alaric.
yeah. So yeah. Is nobody else? Hope not getting a special guest, right? No, right? Because Bella thought that was
Cleo
What's
is
that?
going after Hope.
7, I think.
yeah from 407.
Hope doesn't want to be found, but now she's going after Triad. So, okay, let's talk about. Okay, first off, the ending scene. Like again, fucking No Humanity Hope is like.
She a bad bitch.
Amazing.
She took Rebecca's fucking car.
No, she was just like, you can keep the necklace. I'm taking your car.
She said, "I'm taking your whip."
Yeah.
Then she got the girl phone number and was like,
But
"Marriage."
the fact that she waited for Rebecca.
Yeah, she still cares to some degree.
She
I'm
waited.
waiting for the wedding ring.
It makes me feel like she's almost fighting the No Humanity somehow.
Yeah, I think she still cares to a degree.
Okay, we did not talk about the fact that she was literally using that guy as a dartboard.
She.
Why
I
was
didn't
that?
volunteer.
I was like, now when the fuck she became a pro?
Why was that so hot?
It was.
Why? Do you really have to ask yourself why
Right.
that's so hot?
Not-
Like,
No,
come
okay.
on.
Yeah,
Why
that
was it hot?
was a stupid question. That was a stupid question.
Why was it hot? Come on.
I love that
No,
Danielle is having so much fun.
She's got to be having so much fun.
The time of her life, and I'm so happy for her. Like she literally just
Me
throwing
too.
darts. She literally was like, "How about I kill you right now?" And she's like, "I'm about to kill you." So
We've seen badass Hope, we've seen emotional Hope, and we've seen like angry Hope, but we haven't seen.
I'm sorry. I don't want to be like
Humanity Hope.
who's like favorites, but I fucking love No Humanity Hope.
I
Like
love No
Yeah.
Humanity.
I literally
She's yeah.
There's nothing bad about her. I'm sorry.
No, she can literally snap every neck in that school, maybe except for Lizzie.
When she going to next
Okay.
week, I will not give a fuck. Like the only person I really would care about is Lizzie. I'll be like, my baby Lizzie, don't do it to my good sis.
And Finch.
And Finch, yes. Is Finch gonna be in there?
Yeah,
And
Finch.
Cleo. Those are my 3 babies.
Yeah.
I don't want you.
And you know what? Ethan doesn't deserve it either.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna bring the whole nation, is they?
Yeah, Ethan's
obviously in
gonna
the promo, Hope drops Josie like a sack of potatoes. So
be yeah,
Is that
a
Josie?
garbage bag. God.
Okay, let's talk about the promo. Okay. They're obviously like they're with over a large body.
it's okay. I'm not on Twitter anymore, so it's gonna be fine. I won't have to
Nah,
see.
it's funny because
Okay, so
I didn't even know who that was. I said, who did she drop like that?
okay, but
Hope
Hope
is such a menace.
that was obviously Mystic Falls because so Hope is where the fuck like Hope was driving somewhere today and now she's back in Mystic Falls next episode.
Yeah, she's gonna visit someone. If I'm not wrong, and the synopsis says she's come back to visit
and Cleo
someone.
was going after her.
Yeah.
But
But
could you visit though?
But so then
They said
are
after the
all of them
photos,
literally like so it's MG there and then afterwards when you saw that scene when Cleo was standing there and Hope had someone in her arms. Now to me it kind of looked like Finch, but I guess it probably was Josie. But
Yeah.
everyone else was on the floor. MG,
Yeah.
I think Caleb,
So funny.
they were all on the ground. And then
What the hell they gonna think they're gonna bring her back with the power of friendship?
and she was holding that body in her arms.
Right.
And this is right. She literally just dropped her like a fucking sack of potatoes.
No.
They think they're gonna bring her back
I
with the
bet I
power
swear.
of friendship.
No, big right bit. What are they gonna say? Hope, you're better than this.
Yeah.
You know we love you, Hope.
and Hope's gonna be like,
Oh.
So Hope
Hope's gonna be like, I bet.
So Lizzie's not there. Hope attacked everyone, picks up Josie's body, and then it's just like, and tosses her.
Gonna be
But then
fucking
Caleb is
feasting
already
next
2-piece
next
on the
week.
floor. So did he try to talk to her first?
But Cleo
Did
is
he
still
try to talk to
standing.
her?
I'm sorry, but I don't think Caleb's gonna get a fucking word out.
No.
I think he had like Hope.
Okay, but
And she like,
this is the scene that
you brought me up. You gave it to my award.
didn't Kaylee say she
Hope it isn't you.
So Courtney posted a bunch of photos.
Yes, with
Good.
Josie.
They're
with
already in
Katie.
my camera roll
Yeah,
because
and they're filming 409 right now, which means that
look,
Courtney is still on set.
look.
Her.
Oh, we should be getting the synopsis for 40. Do we have 407?
Yes.
Yeah, 4-7.
408 probably then.
408.
Oh.
Oh.
And we should be getting stills. Hopefully, I don't know. They've been really bad about like stills and the snaps
Yeah.
and stuff like
I
that.
think it's
There's
probably
going to be a
because
lot going on this season, so it makes sense.
This
Yeah.
is the beginning of season 4.
it was like secrets, but like I hope now they can
Who wrote
release
this
it.
one? Brett wrote this one?
Yeah, it was Brad.
Okay. Yeah. So this is the
Makes
beginning,
sense. I cried.
the
So
beginning of season 4.
Yeah. It's so good, like just so dark and
Yeah. Brett's
Yeah, I mean,
the writer.
like, no, because like I'm actually kind of okay with this season being the most less informative summaries. Because season 3, it was giving nothing, and every episode was kind of giving nothing.
And
But with this season,
and Brett did kind of say that this season was very, like, it changes a lot of things. And Danielle did say that people probably wouldn't be so cool with Hope
yeah.
this season.
I'm cool with
I
Hope.
don't care.
Me too.
I don't care,
I don't
honestly.
I don't care. I'm not
You can't do
hosting
anything.
for anything. Landon's not here, so I can't be a part-time Hope
Yeah.
and Landon fan. This is my 100% the Hope.
But Brett was just like, this is going to be the least romantic season, and it's just like, well, I mean,
I want to
I mean, actually, the
Handon is on a
undertone.
pause. And can we talk about how Handon's on a pause again, because not through their fault of their own, not because they choose to be on a pause?
Hope really in love with this band.
I do want to bring up something. In the candle thing or whatever, Josie went up to Finch and they had that little kiss.
It was cute.
Okay, but in the promo next episode, we have that Finch consoling Josie as she cries.
Hashtag
That might be after she
I
at the
can't wait
whole.
for that episode. I mean, Hope's gonna kick everyone's ass.
I can't
So,
believe
yes.
I can't. No, you know what's funny is that it kind of it's foreshadowed because Lizzie was like telling Josie, if he was here, I would have killed her, and Josie was like, that's not really possible to happen. You know, something
And then Lizzie, and then she was like, you don't really mean that. And Lizzie's like, okay, but like, so obviously they knew that Lizzie obviously wouldn't do that because she actually does care about Hope because they actually are friends. But like, you know what's funny is that Hope is literally going to beat everyone's ass next episode, and Lizzie isn't even there. She's at the hospital, which means that they don't have Hope beating up Lizzie.
We won.
We won.
Hizzy's won. Hizzy's won. We won.
No
Hizzy fight. We already got our angst. I couldn't do it if I had to see my face fight. I couldn't.
Okay.
I'll be like,
I just can't stop thinking about Try with Hope like dating Landon, like when they get back together. Like,
okay, no, but what if? Okay, do you think that when Landon shows up, she's going to still try to, like, she's still going to be in no humanity mode, or she's automatically going to turn it on?
Yeah, I think she's gonna try to push him away. Yeah.
Oh my God, we're going
the angst, we're gonna eat.
We're going to eat because when he really trying to talk to her, she's like, this ain't.
That shit.
Because she was like, love is a burden.
Put
She's
it
gonna
down.
be scared. Yeah.
It's not fucking working anyway, so it's not like I can do it.
He is telling you to sit down. We don't burn Landon in this house. He's been burned too many times.
Yeah.
In Landon's name, amen. Amen.
In Landon's name, amen.
Amen. God bless. No, but seriously, like, Hope in that bar scene.
She
When
just,
we started dancing with that girl, I was like,
yeah.
There was no way I could.
I thought they were gonna kiss. I was waiting, but then she went for the
I
neck.
was waiting, yo.
We were waiting. We were like,
The dip.
Yeah.
She could dip me.
she could break my back like she did with Alaric. Like, I don't care.
No, she beat Alaric the fuck up, y'all.
I'm
She
so
threw
sorry.
him. No, guys, she threw him about 7 feet in the air.
I
So
want
it's
to
like-
say, I do want to say I clowned because when I saw it, as soon as MG was like, I know where he's going, I knew that they were gonna go back to the day that they were born, and I was clowning. I was like, oh, we can see Candace. Nah, that shit did not fucking happen.
I literally I wasn't even trying to connect the dots.
Yeah, I was not either. But no, I'm even more shocked that we got a flashback of Summer once again.
Yeah, I saw her name. I was like, Summer Fontana?
They're gonna do. I wasn't paying attention to
I wasn't paying attention to the names.
the letter,
I
the
paid,
names
yeah.
at the end. But I was like, as soon as they said 11-year-old, I was like, wait.
I saw her name. I was like, Summer?
So that would means because Summer does look older, so she was 13 in that thing, and it's like I'm like, so we're bringing her back more.
Yeah,
Okay.
she got all Danielle's memories for Hope.
Yeah.
She reminds me of season 1 Hope so much.
Yeah.
Like the
Really,
hairstyles and
does.
everything. Yeah.
It does. And she's like, yeah, remind me of my dad. I'm like,
No, Alaric is like literally sneaking out with her from the window.
it as his kids is literally probably mad as fuck, sobbing in the room about the ruined birthday party, and this dude was going to ice cream with the girl who caused it. He's wild. He's wild.
But like they deserve it. They didn't call her.
All those memories though, fuck the memories. Like he really just never really genuinely cared about her like that.
Yeah, he better come back like a better man.
She was literally his fucking protector. Like he can go to hell in a basket.
I'm really not angry at it because we got our family, not our sister line, basically. So
true.
I enjoyed the dreams. I thought
yeah, it wasn't really bad. I just feel like it just definitely painted that Alaric. He's more trash than I thought.
For me, my favorite one though, I really liked that they brought up the whole Josie and Lizzie's first day thing.
Yeah.
Firstborn, because it makes a lot of sense. Because after that, like after he became a dad, I started hating Alaric. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I did not hate Alaric this episode. I didn't like how he handled situations and everything, especially with Hope. But like, I will say I did get emotional during this episode because
I did like that he apologized and that they did kind of like touch on the fact of everything that we've been saying. But if
you really think about it, if Alaric was going to die, he's not. But like, if you really be honest, he kind of did apologize to both his daughters.
Yeah.
He didn't fully he didn't do like the more realistic one with Josie, but he did it in season 3.
Yeah.
And now it was Lizzie's turn. So but it wasn't more.
That scene also reminded me of the scene in 110 between him and Lizzie.
Yes, very much so. Where she's like, there is a world where your dreams come true.
Yeah.
I loved that scene too. Like that episode is what really made me love Lizzie so much. Because again, Jenny is just like, I'm gonna praise Jenny right now because she's amazing. I love Jenny, and I really fucking hope she comes to the convention so I can meet her so we can hang out with her.
The way that we need our babies' names.
Danielle, Aria, and Jenny. That's who I need.
Yeah.
Where we got Amino and we got Ben.
Yes. We already got the clutch with that. We just need 3 more names.
And then we need our 3 other Tribrid passes.
Yes.
Oh yeah, guys. If y'all don't know, we're going to be going to Georgia next year.
We're all going. We're all meeting. We're all
Handon weekly to up.
Yeah.
Her.
It'd be amazing. Okay, let's do the MVP and favorite scene. Go ahead.
My MVP, I'm gonna have to go with Hope. It's just like it's no question. She's Hope. Like why are you laughing at me?
You low-key had me. You low-key had me in the first half. You low-key had me in the first half. I was like, she ain't gonna say nobody but Hope.
You were just like, it's.
I'm like, who gonna be spicy today?
Okay, it's Hope.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
My favorite scene. I'm gonna have to go with the Alaric and Lizzie scene in the hospital hallway. That was just it was emotional, and I'm like a sucker for emotional scenes, and I prefer Alaric and Lizzie's dynamic over Alaric and Josie's. So really seeing that kind of go a little bit further within that, and Lizzie being like, I'm not going to forgive you or whatever, because she doesn't want him to pass over. You really see that kind of dynamic between them two that we haven't really seen since season 1 come about again. And, with it, like I said, it kind of reminded me of Stefan. Sorry, Pia, but it really did remind me of Stefan in a way. When he's having to come to terms with when he's talking to Elena. And I don't know. I just felt like that was the most emotional for me, and I'm like I said, I'm a sucker for emotional scenes, and yeah. So I'm gonna go with the scene between Lizzie and Alaric in the hallway.
My MVP is obviously Hope. This season is her, and that's it. Like seeing Hope in a new way that we haven't really seen her before is always entertaining, and the fact that this episode alone really made like it really felt like the originals, and I've missed that feeling obviously. But seeing Hope and how she interacts with other people now with no humanity is always a pleasing sight. Like you never know what to expect of her, and it just amazes me every fucking day. And then amongst that, my favorite scene is definitely the scene between her and Rebecca at the end, because it's going to come into ties with a bigger storyline later on. Because this whole leading up to this moment of her becoming a tribrid, it's been like she's going to be the story of us all. She's gonna be like her dad, and it's always been this constant throw in her face that if she becomes a tribrid, she's gonna basically be like her dad, which is sometimes ruthless. And I feel like this season is going to prove that she's not like her dad. She's different, and she's better. And her saying this whole episode about how she's her father's daughter, so don't expect anything better from her. I can't wait to see her prove herself wrong, and having her family with her when it happens.
Well, and touching on that scene, she said "always and forever" at the end, and they've been hinting "always and forever" all throughout season 3 with Hope and Landon. And so her bringing that up, I think, like you said, it's definitely going to lead to something later on with that necklace and with that "always and forever," because like they have been teasing it. My MVP, shocker, Hope. But I'm going to give the runner-up to Lizzie because Jenny she killed it this episode. But I'm gonna go with Hope because unhinged Hope is just
so funny.
I love her. And I need more of her, and I just exactly. Unhinged Hope, no humanity Hope, all for it. Like I said, she can snap anyone's and I'm gonna go with my favorite scene being the scene where she was using the guy as a dartboard.
Is insane.
Because first of all, unhinged Hope. But second, the conversation leading up to before he burned, with her being once again, she says, "I'm an apex predator," which she used last episode. And she almost seemed scared because she was just when he was just "You're the hunted, not the hunter." And the minute he kind of flipped it around and kind of took that power for a moment, because she kind of faltered if you watch. And I really like that because it kind of shows that there are almost glimpses or some sort of thin layer between her no humanity and her humanity. And because obviously if she had no humanity, she wouldn't be scared. And so it was almost like a quick little flicker between that moment where she was almost scared and then kind of flipped back when she was just and then I really liked when he was just undo my shirt, and she was just "You're not my type," and I'm thinking, because you're not Landon, first of all. And then she was just "You're a really bad henchman." He's "I know." I don't know, that whole scene between the two of them was it was funny, but it was also you could really see the no humanity side of her, but then you can also see that kind of glimmer of maybe her humanity still kind of being there. And I just feel and it kind of introduced the next big bad, which I really liked, so I'm gonna go with that scene.
I think she's kind of stronger than with the humanity thing. What if she still has some handle over it? Because there is some times where you actually see her kind of be herself in some sense.
If you think about it, when we all thought she was going to drink from Alaric, but she beat the fucking snot out of him and broke back
the fuck out that man.
And I'm sorry, but that is an emotion thing. That was fucking pure anger. That's not no humanity. That's fucking anger. So
that was personal. That was personal.
Again, exactly. Which again is another flicker of. It's almost like she's trying to be her father's daughter.
Yeah, I feel like she's trying too much because she said that to beat him up. She walked away and said that.
And that's like an anger thing. And you know, like I like the whole. Like, we just thought he was going to feed and then leave, but no.
Yeah,
just...
and the thing is, there wasn't even really a message to, like, it wasn't even a message because, to be honest, one, he wouldn't have been able to tell them, and two, she beat him up so bad and then said, "You're holding me back." That's not for everybody else.
Yeah, exactly. That wasn't a message. She could have just easily killed him and made that a message, and she didn't.
I think it was a message for her to him, because if he's remembering this shit, I feel like she's probably been holding this shit in too.
Yeah. So like
he's holding her back.
Like, to me, it feels like it's not as black and white with this no humanity thing. Like, I honestly feel like there's
like she has some
kind of like layered into this. Like, it's not the typical no humanity vampire thing. And it makes me wonder, because she's a tribrid and because she's an original, does that affect her in a different way too? Because like the originals didn't turn their humanity off, did they? Like, I don't think that they did.
No, they never did.
The dagger doesn't work on her, so maybe what she's feeling is not so much no humanity, but just her embracing what she thinks she should be because she's a tribrid, because she doesn't want to deal with the grief. So she's still kind of feeling these emotions, but she's like pushing them.
I feel like she still has limitations on it, because I just want to know what made her really like get mad at him. Besides, like, him betraying her, and I feel like that could have lead it in.
Even when she was talking to him last episode. Now, I know I didn't say this was my favorite scene last episode. I think I said the Handon reunion. But, like, I have to tell you, the scene that I've watched more often than not this last week is that scene between her and Alaric at the end of last episode. So that's probably my favorite scene. So, like, no humanity hope. But, like, so I've been thinking about this a lot. And just the fact that we see that and she beats him up, like, I really think that there's some sort of, it's not just so cut and dry, you know, like, it's just not that easy.
Yeah. I just feel like how she acted in some degree is definitely sometimes her. I just want to know what really made her be like, yo, fuck this man Alaric, because that was personal. That was personal.
Yeah, because again, she literally waited for Rebecca to wake up so she could give.
She waited, and then tried to lie, because the car wasn't even. I think the car was door. Was the car door open, or like the windows was open? Like she had her arm on, waiting.
Yeah, she was sitting in the car waiting for.
And then lied and say that it was awkward, like she's about to pull off.
He gave her the necklace. If she didn't care, why would she not just throw the necklace at Rebecca and take the fuck off?
Yeah, and if she was going to leave an alleyway, why didn't she do it? And also, if she was going to leave, why did she automatically think now to give her the necklace? She could have left it on the ground.
Exactly.
It means that she's able to control some aspects. I just feel like she don't want to feel the emotions of it, so that's why she's keeping that certain aspect to it. But anything else that she wants to do, because she can selectively motivate whatever she wants.
Because love is a burden. Because she doesn't.
Yeah, so I feel like she's only using it for those emotional aspects. Everything else is probably just herself.
So. Yeah.
Because if she really wanted to say fuck Rebecca, she could have said fuck Rebecca.
Exactly.
She could have literally left.
Exactly. Food for
thought. But now they suddenly take the necklace back.
And yet she didn't kill that girl when she told Rebecca. She's like, we could just kill her and then, you know,
leave her dry.
Open. And yet did not stop Rebecca from sending that girl away.
Yeah, and to be honest, she could have technically killed that bar dude too.
And didn't drink from her.
Yeah, and she could have literally compelled that guy to give her the tea and then killed him.
She waited, exactly. And she waited for him to say things. So, like, I don't know.
So, I don't know.
Yeah. Anyways.
Maybe we do too much. I don't know.
Vit, what was your MVP in scene?
Hope, like, pretends to be shocked. But, like, she's just... We have been waiting so much for her to become a tribal and just to fuck things up. And next week is probably going to be one of my favorite episodes if she gonna just beat the shit out of the Super Squad, because I have been waiting since the beginning of season 3. Like, I don't care. They are such shitty friends.
That's gonna be our favorite scene next week. All 4 of us. Yeah.
Yeah, like, It's been foreshadowed. It's been foreshadowed.
Yeah.
It's been foreshadowed since season 3 with this squad goals poster and this Maliverse turning trying to split us apart, and also how everybody like the villain is
my little friends.
She is the big bad.
Like, you know, my little friends.
My little friends. Like this been foreshadowed for a long ass time. Like, and also the point of like them always making it like she's gonna be the big bad, and now she's the big bad, and how you gonna handle her? You can't. She is
without the friendship Nash.
I'm sorry, but I keep looking at this because, like...
Nah, she looks so fine.
No, there's no fucking wet, Danielle.
Okay, what's Vit's favorite scene? What's your favorite scene?
Oh, my favorite scene is probably the Alaric funeral. Like, not because of the scene in like, because of the feeling that give me like Vampire Diaries kind of stuff when they have this. And so I felt very nostalgic. And I would like to see more like scenes, like sad scenes with good song and Legacies.
That playlist was hitting.
Yeah, it was hitting.
Like, it's gonna be kicking my ass when I edit.
Like the soundtrack literally did 50% of the work on Vampire Diaries.
Yeah.
I wish we had more.
It just felt
like that was so good.
It just felt like the originals in the Vampire Diaries. Like it felt like it. Like
it really did.
Fuck. But the thing is, one thing I'm happy for is that I was like, I'm happy that I hope we get like villains, like villains coming for after Hope.
Yeah.
So I can't wait.
We're getting so many more.
Fuck Malimore, honestly.
So many more cameos. Like, I wonder how many more cameos we're gonna get now.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Sayla, please.
I did as thought like it was gonna be another cameo when Rebecca was putting Hope in the car. And I was like, damn, somebody else coming up?
I want Sayla back.
I still think the person from Triad's gonna be somebody we know.
It has to be.
Probably, yeah.
It's definitely gonna be someone we know. It's obviously not Emma.
Yeah.
Yeah, not more.
What a twist that would be if it was Emma, though.
Oh, yeah.
Because it would make sense of why was she showing that flashback then.
Yeah, maybe. And why she's such a shitty therapist.
And how she said, well, maybe we should like chance it and give Hope a chance. And then it's come to kick her in the ass. Maybe she's trying to do cleanup.
Although apparently Emma's in Shanghai or wherever it was.
I'm trying to remember the originals because I think it's gonna be somebody from the originals. I don't think it's gonna be somebody from the Vampire Diaries.
No.
God, it has to be one of Klaus's.
Yeah. Like not someone that shows up on the show, but someone that they like talked about it or something.
Yeah.
Alex, you just did a rewatch of the originals. Who do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Alex.
Watch it be this is like a far fetch, but you know, kind of the original Rich, you know.
Like Esther?
Bitch, this old lady. I swear to God.
It could make sense though. Like
this bitch can never be. She can never go over.
Like, issues with her daughters and everything or something. Like the first, I don't know.
Watch it be a relative of the of one of Elena's doppelgangers.
Oh
God, not a doppelgangers.
We'll never be free.
I thought we dodged that bullet when Sebastian was talking about the person who looked like Lizzie, and I was like, I think I gotta bring another fucking doppelganger. I'm dealing with that shit.
It could be, maybe it is someone related to the Michaelsons. Like,
yeah, because they were keeping an eye out for her.
How Esther and Dahlia were the only siblings?
I don't think so. Not in this damn world. And especially when now she's fully at her full potential as a tribrid. Somebody had to do it.
If you think about it, the werewolf curse, the vampire curse, and the original witch all are part of the Michaelson bloodline in a sense.
Okay, so I do have a question now.
Go ahead.
How do we know that Hope is the only Michaelson child?
How do you mean?
How do we know she doesn't have siblings?
How?
Like
I don't know. I'm just trying to think of every scenario. You know what I mean?
Now they talk about some
how?
I don't know.
Nah, I don't think so.
I don't know. And even if so, I don't think they would really break their back to find her in that way. They probably would have just confronted her and be like, listen.
Well, Hope is definitely connected to everything because, like, she's part of the bloodline of the werewolf curse because
This makes me believe, though, that we really might get that 113 parallel where Hope is dead and Landon's over
Honestly,
his
I'm
body.
praying for Hope because her
And we
life
get
is just a mess.
the tears, the Phoenix tears that saved her life.
Can you?
Can you not?
I really do.
Right.
I agree though. I've always said that though. But like,
I told you I was gonna fight to find you, and
you
they're
know,
like,
Okay, but
you know what's funny is in one of our earlier podcast episodes, I can't remember which one, but we did talk about Triad potentially coming back with the original bloodline of who made Malivore in the first place.
mm-hmm.
That was one of the things that we discussed in one of our earlier podcast episodes.
Yeah.
So the fact that it's happening now is like,
jeez.
did you guys, listen to that and think that was a good idea, or
They had to, because the thing is, you mentioned it, but because I was just like, okay, but then you mentioned it, he was like, okay, well, whatever, because didn't you think it was something about like the statue? Like it was like
I don't know. We said so many things and so many
so many like things related to Triad. And I'm just sitting here and I'm like, Triad really coming back? But then I'm just like, that doesn't make no fucking sense, because this dude, this fucking group literally haven't done shit. Malivore has been just really rocking.
Triad in my story wanted Hope.
Like, exactly.
They wanted Hope. They wanted Hope and they wanted to kill her. So they traded Alaric, where they traded Landon, like Alaric gave up Landon and then gave up Hope as well in my story. And they went to go kill Hope, and that's how she actually became the Tribrid, because they were, actually they didn't kill her. They were trying to torture her by killing Landon, by injecting him with her blood, which her blood is now in his system because she literally stabbed him through the heart with it. And then she became the Tribrid, but it was all Triad that started it.
Yeah.
That story came out before they started writing season 4 too, by the way.
I just can't believe that we're like getting this. Like, Hope is now being the hunted, and the fact is, the whole time in the trailer, it made it seem like Hope was saying that Rebecca, that she's an apex predator to shit. Oh, it's just so good.
She's an apex predator. No one can touch her. Like, even Josie was like, yeah, that's impossible. So they're basically, and now all of a sudden, Cleo is building the tree that she saw in her vision.
Yeah, for what?
Yep. He said she get inspiration. I said, not that fucking tree. But they'd already built the soil.
Even Malivore was like, well, I know how to kill you, but I need time. Time for what? A tree to fucking grow? Like,
he did, yeah. Because when Hope was locked up, when Hope was locked up, he was like, well, I don't have that much time to wait.
And then Lizzie and Josie and Hope literally made a tree, like.
And then she gonna go make the damn tree?
Yeah.
Oh my God, we can never know peace.
Yeah. So, yeah, I know we're all over the place for this episode.
But this episode was so good because, like, it felt different from Legacies. Like,
yeah.
It didn't even feel like Legacies. Like, I felt like how I was when I was a kid, sitting with my cousin watching the Vampire Diaries. Like,
definitely darker, which is.
It's darker.
Darker. It's
like
still Legacies, but it's darker.
Like,
when we get that unpause, and we have Hope and Landon being, dark-handed.
Robyn, don't do this to me.
Yeah,
that's my weakness. Between that and Hope drinking from Landon, I'm not gonna be at peace.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, how's Notch? Is Notch alive? No, I'm not here in spirit.
Okay, I have a question before we go, and I want everyone else to answer it too. What episode do we think that Landon is like coming back to living? Not like if we see him elsewhere, but like physically
body,
living.
Earth.
Yeah. 412.
412, yeah.
You said 412?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I think 412 as well.
So then we only get 4 episodes of Handon.
But 412 is the actual 408.
8.
Yeah.
And 8 always has a Handon reunion. If you think about it,
That's actually right.
If you think about it, 312 had, I mean, it was technically Malivore, but we had the necklace parallel and technically a Handon reunion.
Yeah.
Remember, because they're doing episodes in quarters. So every 4th episode. And if you think about it, every 4th episode gives us some sort of Handon moment.
Wait, 404, Handon kiss. Handon goodbye.
Well, yeah, because 304, we had, 304. And then 308, we had Gollum Landon showing up. And then 312, we had the Malivore with the necklace. And then 316, we had the whole motel scene and the greatest destroyer is love.
So 204. Okay, so let's really dive in. So 204. I mean, well, no, I don't feel like doing all the Handons.
Well, they started the sets of 4 in season 3 because of COVID. But 8 has always been a Handon.
8 has always been us.
Always. 108, 208. So if you think about season 4, 404, which should have been 320, which would have been the 4th episode, gives us our Handon reunion. So we should be getting some sort of confirmation or something in 408, I think. Some sort of something, like something small, something, even a flashback, something. And then 412 is when we should get our actual reunion.
So y'all gonna
Danielle did say they were on a pause for now.
Yeah.
So do you think when he comes back, he's automatically gonna hop into the relationship?
No.
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 So what do you think they'll do, like, when he comes back?
Well, I'm hoping that Hope doesn't have her humanity on still.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that she try to fight
Yeah,
him.
and I think that I want to see the whole, like, because we always get that Hope, that Landon, that I want that again, and then I want him to try to convince her
to turn it up. Yeah.
I kind of want to see her just like stare at him and just like there's like a moment that she just starts laughing. You know what I mean? She goes, "You really think you really think I'm gonna fall for this?"
I think that she's gonna, yeah, and then we're gonna get that prove it thing again, and then he's gonna fight to get her humanity back, and then she's gonna, like, once she does turn it on, she's gonna, like, break down in his arms.
But one thing, one quote. Do you think Klaus will actually be sad about what Hope is doing? Because what Rebecca said. I do think he'll be disappointed
because he always wanted her to be better. Yeah. But Landon's gonna come through. This is basically like the pilot all over again. She's pushed herself away from everyone, and who's the one that broke through to her in the first place?
Landon.
So he's gonna do it again.
Yeah.
And that's our baby boy. Because
and it gets clarity in a surprise visitor.
Yeah. So clarity being why he is where he is, maybe. And then the surprise visitor being Alaric, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was our episode.
Yeah. That's probably gonna be a long one.
I wasn't expecting as much out of this episode, but I really did enjoy it. I really enjoyed this episode. It was really good. Yeah.
Yeah. It was. Good job, Brett.
It's what we needed, though, to be honest. Like, just seeing Hope just go all over is what I needed in life. So, what do you see what's gonna happen next week?
I can't wait for next week.
Oh, I'm gonna eat good. Like,
Yeah.
Hope just beating ass and, like, everybody's on opposing sides compared to, we're all happy family. Like, she's really gonna come to kick some ass.
Man. Yep.
Damn.
Yeah.
But anyways, meet them. They came and took my heart with the crumbles. I can always win with that. That's it. That's all I got. I swear to God. I need to get on one meet.
We did get confirmation that there is going to be a male couple.
Yeah,
Yes,
but like, yeah.
But we don't know who it's going to be. Either we're assuming either Jed or Ethan. Jed probably.
Fuck, what do you mean? I would never know.
Well, no, I think it's only for a couple scenes, so it's probably like an ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh,
Now we also know that Jed and Wade have been at that school since
Forever.
they were around 10 or 11
yeah,
at
for some
least.
change. For some change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. But that was our episode.
Make sure to
And-
like, comment, and subscribe for more Handon Weekly content.
Yep.
Our social medias will be linked so you can see us on there and check us for future updates besides the podcast. Our YouTube channel will be linked for a reaction that's going to possibly come tomorrow or over the weekends. There's other streaming platforms where you can watch our live podcasts, like on Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, every podcast nation, every podcast app there is. We're there. So you can listen to us while you're walking without using your YouTube data.
And I think also we were maybe talking about doing a Patreon where we have unedited versions of the podcast. So let us know if that's something you'd be interested in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And until next time,
Bye.
Bye.
peace.